Hello and welcome back. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Distant Worlds 2, the United Federation of Planets playthrough. We found some Tidarios inert gas used in weapons, shielding, and reactors. Fancy. There's a construction ship working on that first mining station. It's important that we get a couple mining stations around our planets soon, because they can function as rudimentary defensive platforms once we get some weapons that I care to put on them. If we've got a mining station on, like, over here, one down here, and one over here, we might be able to prevent pirate raids. But we're probably still going to get raided. And we'll just have to be okay with that. These ships appear to be quite dumb and flying to Turvek 4. That's real silly. It's gonna take them a very, very, very long time to do that. I'm going to say no. We are the state. We control the state economy. Meanwhile, there is a private economy. They have their own money, we have our own money. And they get to do what they want, and with our government type, we don't really have any say in what they do with their freighters, or their miners, or their passenger ships. But for some strange reason, I can make them blow up on commands. And when they make stupid decisions, I feel like it's my prerogative to blow their stuff up. You know, it's like, it's negative reinforcement. Don't make bad decisions and I won't blow up your ships. Dictator. Ironically, the debris is going to cause freighters to fly here now to salvage it, and it's going to spur the civilian economy. So that's cool. And then also, they'll just build new mining ships that actually have skip drives. Seems to me like, you know, they would try to retrofit before flying to another planet, but that's just me. Apparently the haulers don't actually care about that space debris. They're just going to ignore it. And now I've actually lost it. I don't see where it is. We could send, like, our own ships out there, but I don't think it actually matters that much. You guys also doing it? Yep. More dead ships. Really surprised they didn't do a retrofit. Did I forget to save or something? Why are you guys not getting retrofits? That just doesn't make sense. The other advantage of blowing up your civilian fleet is that, like I said in a previous episode, every time they build a new ship, they pay you. So if they decide to queue up, say, for example, another mining ship, that mining ship costs 1,854 credits to build, and that just went into our treasury. Fortunately, they have no idea why the ship exploded. It just sort of happened, you know? There, mining station is constructed. Game wants us to go build a gas station. I'm going to not do that just yet, because we have no fleet, and if I needed to build a fleet to defend against pirates, we would have negative net treasury per year, which would then cost us, it would cost us effective research or growth, both of which I care about. So we're gonna just delay that a little bit. But I'd be happy to build a mining base, say here, where we can get some Emeros crystals and Necros stones and stuff being made. Carbonite and polymer. Polymer is very important. Let's get carbonite and polymer. Do that one first. Once he gets assigned that task, we can then also queue up the next thing. If we had any resources that gave development, I would absolutely prioritize those first. Yeah, we'll go here next. I'm going to decline this request for now. 73 days away from research labs. So our development came back down after the space critter, you know, tentacles or whatever got consumed, but we do have net 562, which is enough, I think, to run our second construction ship now. So I'm going to go ahead and get him built. You can see the annual maintenance is 132. We have a little bit of a cushion. I like to overshoot by a bit just so we actually have money in the bank, and also because, you know, sometimes you might run out of some of your luxury resources, and your income will fluctuate. You just want to always make sure that's positive. Okay, research labs are done. This is a important thing to talk about. Anytime you have an upgrade to a module, so we've got the basic research lab. This goes in ships, it goes into stations, right? This is just a component, sorry, is the correct term, not module. Anytime a component changes name, so basic research lab changes to research lab, you need to retrofit your ships if you're doing it manually, because it's an entirely different component. Every time there is a version update, so if we go to like say, unfortunately I don't actually have the tech to show it, do I? Here, the small mining engine and the large mining engine become the small mining engine V2 and the large mining engine V2. That is it's like a software update somehow. Just, run faster because I said so. That doesn't require a retrofit. That will instantly apply to all ships in your entire empire. But if the name of the component changes, you have to do an upgrade and you have to have the ship retrofitted. So we just got something that makes our research labs better. Let's upgrade our research station to research labs. Let's upgrade our spaceport as well to upgrade the research lab. And then let's immediately go and force them to retrofit so that we get that extra research bonus right away. In the meantime, we need like probably 30,000 credits or so to make the Mortallons do limited trade with us. Am I seeing other ships be dumb? No, this one, see? Look, he learned. He's smart. He came back. This is a pretty good argument for not including extra fuel, right? Like they won't fly too far away if you don't give them too much fuel at the start. But see, I only had to blow up 4 ships, and now this guy knows. He knows that it's a stupid idea to try to fly to another planet without a warp drive. He's gonna come home and retrofit. Good for him. All right, next up we're working on early ion weapons. Hands down, ion weaponry at the start of the game is the best deterrent against pirates. Followed secondly by paying them off. You can pay them to protect you from other pirates, but that costs 1,500 credits per year. And as we've talked about, if I had to spend 1,500 guaranteed credits per year, I'm going to be short 900 credits on my annual funding, which means I can't fully fund growth and research. So I really want to avoid paying pirates if I can, and ion weapons is going to allow us to do that. So I will crash course this. Actually, let's hold off for a bit. I want to try to get the Mortallons increasing opinion over time if we can. Independent colonies. We have -5 opinion. To get to limited trade, we need 15. We're gonna have to save up the full 37,500. Probably shouldn't have given them the initial gift. I was worried that if I didn't give them the initial gift though, that the next gift was going to... I would need like 16, 17 opinion and it wouldn't be enough. That's kind of why I did it. 37500. Maybe an extra 1,000 just for good measure to guarantee it. Should get us there. One thing that sort of bugs me is that this mining ship does have a skip drive. It's flying between the Earth and the Moon rather than just jumping. Oh, hey, look, pirates. It appears we have company. So they want us to pay them, as I mentioned. They want us to pay them 125 credits per month, which is 1,500 per year. And if we do, then they promise not to attack us. The Proxima de Bal cartel. We do have pirate strength set to the highest level, I believe it was. So these guys are going to be very strong. And it's going to be nasty. But ion weapons. Let me try to explain why ion weaponry is so powerful. Pirates are strong. They generally have advanced tech. Like, we have basically none of tier 0, none of tier 1. They all have like tier 3 to 4-ish, sometimes higher. So their tech is really good, and individually their ships are very strong. And then what they'll do is, because they're so strong with all their components, if you just shoot at them, they'll just run away. Whenever you actually threaten to hurt them, they just run. And then they come back, and then they keep doing it. But ion weapons have a shot at disabling them, and then while they're disabled, you can murder them. The ship has 123 strength. Its loadout is V2 fuel cells. It's got an assault pod, a Jirax hyperdrive, which is tier 3. Got an ion shield, son of a bitch. That's going to make ion weaponry a lot less functional against this race, or this faction. Acceleros engines, that's a very strong engine compared to what we have. Railguns, lance missiles, V2 deflection generators, and heavy armor, which is tier 2 armor. This ship is way stronger than we are. The inclusion of an ion shield here is going to make it very, very hard to fight them. Do they all have ion shields? They don't. So that is a frigate. Looks like their escort does not. Their frigates do. So I'm going to have a hard time taking down the frigates because of that ion shield. That's really unfortunate. The ion shield, the way it's going to work, if we look at tech, the early ion weaponry does only 9 actual damage, but a little bit further into the tooltip, you can see it does 18 ion damage to engines, hyperdrives, sensors, shields, weapons. Unfortunately, that one component here provides ion damage defense of 18, so it's going to completely negate. Just it's not a percentage. It's just 18 minus 18. We're going to do 0 ion damage against this type of ship. We're going to have to go to tier 2 ion defenses or tier 2 weapons, or we're going to have to find a different solution against these guys. Our ship should be able to escape, although we have no shields, no armor, so there is a chance that we will just lose this explorer. If these 2 missiles connect with the skip drive or the Sol reactor, then this ship can't fly. So it's just going to come down to where they hit, and that's one of the reasons why we're going for at least early deflectors quite early on. Okay, we did take a hit. We got hit on one of our engines and the sensors, but we did not take a hit to the things that are required to jump, so he might still be able to get away. And he's gone. Alright, so they don't like our mining station. They're going to raid it. It's fine. It is only one pirate faction. In this case, we haven't built out a military yet. There is also a destroyer here owned by them. This destroyer also has ion defense? Does not. Alright, let's talk pros and cons. The advantage in building a fleet to actually try to fight back is that if we can capture ships, we can steal their tech. And we can dismantle their ships and learn how to do this and get huge advantages in technology. The drawback is that it costs a lot of money to build ships up front and annual maintenance, and it's not necessarily guaranteed that we will succeed. We would have to have probably between 8 and 12 escorts, and we also would need multiple other techs to be able to do our own assault pods. It's definitely the direction we're going to go, but I think for now, because there's multiple frigates with ion defense, we will pay these pirates. It's going to cost us some research, but ultimately I think that we make more, we save more than we lose, and we should be able to get our net income positive fairly quickly again. Bob still doesn't have any traits. That's unsurprising. Our general is a poor recruiter. Let's just fire him then. And we have a corrupt scientist. Well, you're going to leave then. Yeah, we're going to pay these pirates. So we're going to go ahead and offer them a protection agreement. They accept. We are now paying 125 credits per month, and we now have negative here. So we're going to miss out on some of that upper end research, 11 per year. But they will stop trying to murder us, and not only will they stop trying to murder us, it's not just a fee, they will actually actively protect us against any other pirates that try to attack us. So it's actually almost a good thing that that we have a pirate faction, just one pirate faction that's quite strong, versus having many factions that are medium strength. You know, you just pay the one. Found some more Talon pirates, who has 3 little daggers for some reason. He's a naughty guy. So we don't know where they live, but there's a second pirate faction. See if we can actually see them defending us soon. They also want us to pay them. We refuse. Here's a destroyer for the Daguba Outlaws. That is the Mortalon ship. They are using basically the same stuff. No ion defense on the destroyers. Looks like they just have ion defense on their frigates. But they've got 2 destroyers, each with 425 strength, and they have their own interceptors and bombers in them. They've got a small hangar. This guy's attacking the subline deal. He's going after one of my exploration ships. Nope, one of my miners. He should bail as soon as the destroyer arrives. Hopefully he doesn't get picked off, but if he does, we'll just build another mining ship and get paid for it. So, kind of fine. So, gotta try to improve our economy a little bit and get these numbers there. Every month and every day that goes by, our amount of income is going up as our population grows. We're up to 2.6 billion, 3.8% growth rate. So the ion field weaponry is not as important here, since we've decided to pay one of the pirates. We can go for a more economic route. I can put this on pause. Another reason to not always crash program your stuff is that you can change your mind. Once you crash course something, you have to complete it. You can't cancel it. So, alternative options then, since we want to improve economy, if we go for basic recreation, we can put the basic recreation center on our spaceport, which will give us a 5% savings in maintenance. And it will also give, it's not listed in the module, but having a basic recreation center on your spaceport will give you 3 bonus happiness. It'll show up here. And that extra happiness translates into a higher tax rate, which translates into more money. So it's a double savings. So because of the fact that we're going to pay pirates, I am going to put basic recreation at the top, and we're going to start working on that instead. Same thing happens with basic medical, but this only provides damage reduction. So if you're trying to make money, the Recreation Center does the most. This is second best, and then Commerce can also make you money, but Commerce Center is bonus income, not annual income, so that number cannot be used to fund growth rate and to fund science. So we care about these 2 over the basic commerce. But I think we will bump these all up to the top, strictly because we're paying the pirates. All right, we have 41,000 money, so let's go ahead and talk to our independent colony. Let's see how close we are to limited trade, 15. Let's give them... We give them this, it's going to give us 15 opinion, but I've noticed in a recent patch, sometimes it will only give you... It'll give you 1 less than you need. So instead of giving the gift here, I'm going to give it through the negotiation screen so that I can control the size. And we're going to put it just slightly above the 38,000. I want to give them a little extra, like 39,000. And what do you think of this? And we'll just get just a little extra to guarantee that we get limited trade. And now our limited trade has built trust between us. We will get 2 extra opinion every single year as time goes by. And eventually, that'll be enough to get us to free trade. Cool. All right. Good spot to take a break, I guess. I'll look forward to seeing you in the next episode. As always, thank you for watching. Appreciate your support, and I'll see you soon.